Today's video I would like to introduce a very nice problem. It's coming from the Bulgarian Mathematics Olympiad edition 1964. Here is the following setup. Find all real solutions satisfy this following equation. Okay, so the equation is involving the trigonometry function and with two different variables. So this equation is written on the form of the quadratic. Here we have x squared plus 2 times x is multiplied by cosine of xy plus number 1 equals 0. Okay, in fact, this is very nice and straightforward equation to solve. It seems you are going through a differentiation in order to solve this equation because it's involving two variables, but it's not going to be like that. Okay, this one is going to be solved in simple way. So before I proceed with the solution, you would be recommended to give that try to this problem prior getting to the solution. Go ahead, pause this video when we come back to see the full solution. Okay, so by the way, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and support the channel. Put in as much as possible of the likes and comments, because to make the video visible by other viewers. So anyway, so now let's go straight to the solution to see how to tackle this one. So let's write this equation as I have it here. So we get x squared plus 2 times x is multiplied by cosine of xy plus number 1 equals 0. Okay, sorry, it seems I'm running out of the ink. So now, since we have x squared here, we have 2 times x. So we have x squared here as a first term, and then we have 2x as a middle term. So this one is going to be a complete square, but we are going to miss one term. We are going to recover that by adding or subtracting some terms. Okay, so this one will be written as x plus cosine of xy, all will be raised to the number 2 as a power. Okay, let's expand this one to see we have the same term that I have here. We get x squared as a first term, we get 2x cosine xy as a middle term. We need the third term. Third term will be cosine xy squared, but we don't have it. We need to subtract it. Okay, so we get minus cosine squared xy plus the original number, which is 1 equals 0. Okay, let's take these two terms to the right. So I get x plus cosine of xy, all will be raised to the number 2 as a power, equals cosine of 2xy minus number 1. As you know, based on the formula that I will have regarding trigonometry formula, we get cosine squared plus sine squared equals 1. So which means this one is going to be minus sine of xy squared, like this. Okay, but this one is impossible to be true except if we give the value of 0 to this equation, because we get this term is a positive, strictly superior than 0, but this one is strictly inferior than 0 due to the minus sign. Okay, which means they have no chance to be anything except 0. Okay, so now both terms must be 0. So I get here x plus cosine of xy must be equal to 0, and also sine of xy equals 0. So I mean square here equals 0, which means sine square equals 0, which means sine of xy equals 0. The same thing with this one. So now I'm going to work on this one in order to find the second one. We are going to work on the second equation in order to help the first equation to be solved. Okay, so if you go back to the unit circle like this, we know sine, for sine x we get here 0, we get pi, we get here pi over 2, we get 3 pi over 2. Okay, so always when you get sine of x equals 0, which means you are going to be at this point 0, pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, 4 pi, and so on and so forth. Okay, so this always xy must be written on this form key pi, where is a key is a sum integers. Okay, key could be negative, it could be positive. Write y in terms of x, so I get here y equals key pi over x. Let's take this value of y and insert it back into this equation to find a new expression. Okay, so we get x plus cosine of x is multiplied by k pi over x equals 0. X will be cancelled out. I will be left with x. Let's take also this one to the right. I get minus cosine of k pi. This is more known formula. Always cosine k pi equals minus 1 to the k. Okay, let's put this minus 1 as an exponent here. Let's bring this, let's cancel out this minus sign and put it as an exponent. I get minus 1 to the k plus number 1. Okay, so I will have two solutions here. I get x equals minus 1 or x equals 1. So when we have x equals minus 1, when we have exponent is odd, which means k plus number 1 is odd, which means k is even. When we have k is even. Also, when we have k is odd, we get number 1 here. Because the exponent is odd, this now we found x, we need to find y now. Because we have a straight relationship between x and y. Let's replace, I'm simply going to replace x with its value to find y. So this one, I get y equals k pi will be replaced by minus 1 here. We'll have minus 1 in the front, but this one we will have k is even. The second one, we have y equals k pi. The denominator will be replaced with number 1, so which means k must be odd. So I found these two solutions for this equation. So I've done with this problem. If you have any question regarding this problem, just put it in the comment section below. If you have any other suggestions, just put it in the comment section below as well. So by the way, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and support the channel. And thank you for watching. I will see you next video. Bye.